when you think that your opponent, or when you think that things are no longer working in favor, do not let the anxiety choke you. When it chokes you, you start working based on haste. You will not be able to calculate and know what you are supposed to do. You start working based on your emotions, and emotions are not, they are just emotions, right? And it's not easy. It's easier to be said than done. But I'm encouraging myself too, because I can find myself in such situations any day, and you too. So when you feel like, oh, maybe you are losing, or that thing that you've been building, you spent years building, is almost crumbling, that is not enough reason for you to start making decisions that are just based off on your fears. Hi people, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be doing this because today we have gist. We have ridges, something to talk about, something to really, I just feel like my lens is, like, the light is reflecting, my ring light is reflecting, so I think I might have to take it off. Yes, so I know you saw that's the headline of this video and you wanted to watch. Yes, there's something for us to talk about. I watched the Argentina and Egypt, or Argentina versus Egypt match yesterday being the 7th of July. So I don't know when this video will be coming up, but then I watched the match, and it's something that I cannot just act as though there is nothing to learn from it. There's a lot of lessons loaded in that whole stuff that happened that we are going to unpack. We're going to unpack today. You can see my energy. I'm high. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious Samedi. If you're just joining in for the first time, this is me. What I do here is to document my journey, my growth, share my experiences, so that I can have something to look back at when I'm older, something like that. And then you also joining, you can learn one or two things that will be helpful for your own life, something like that also. So welcome, subscribe, please do. You would love it, trust me, you're going to love it, yeah. So let's get right into the video. Argentina and versus Egypt. The match started as though Egypt was going to win. Just to mention, I knew that Argentina was going to take that match home. They were going to win. I just knew even before the game had started. But when Egypt started, they scored the first goal, scored the second goal that was now cancelled, scored the third goal, okay, now the second goal. My heart was shaking. Are you sure? I said no. I still asked myself, who do you think is going to win? And my heart still told me it's Argentina. So that aside, like I mentioned, there's a lot of things to unpack from this match that I want you to stay here if you know you really want to see how to improve your life with even a football match. This is what you should watch today. So yes, people hate Messi, people don't like Messi, some do love Messi. Maybe you are a Messi fan or you are Ronaldo's fan. I am not a fan of any. Like, I'm not a super fan of any. I don't really watch football that much, right? But when it's FIFA, I love watching FIFA World Cup. So yes, I know Messi, I know Ronaldo, but I'm not in that sequels drama, please. So yes, some people hate Messi, but there is something that he did that I must mention here, and that is the fact that I learned when I was having a conversation with my brother that he had lost a penalty before in one of this match in FIFA, but he still went again to play that penalty. You know, they gave them a penalty again. He still went on to play a penalty, and that just makes me realize that the difference between people who are high achievers, people who would be termed as GOATs, greatest of all time, and people who would be mediocres, and people who are, the difference is the willingness to step out again, to try even if they failed before. So we don't predict our future based on our past losses or mistakes. or even successes. We predict our future by our actions. We make our future by our actions. We learn from what has happened in the past, put it into practice, and try to make the best of what is coming in the future. So that showed that even though he had failed, he had reasons to be scared that I lost it before, I might lose it again. And yes, he did lose it again. But that doesn't mean that, he knows that he just has to try. We just have to try as individuals. We just have to put our best foot forward. It might work out, it might not work out, but then who loses? Because in the end, look at the game. He scored the goal. He assisted the first goal and he scored the second goal. Do you get what I'm saying? So I learned that, and I don't know if that's what Ronaldo does too. Remember, this video is not to compare or contrast Ronaldo or Messi. I'm not in the best position to do that, but this is just to unpack lessons from the match between Argentina and Egypt. So moving from Messi, that's point number one. Be able to go back and try again. Try again, even if you failed. Your past record of failure doesn't mean you are going to fail the next time. You might eventually fail again. You might eventually lose, but you might actually still win, right? So yeah. Then moving forward, you see the twist of fate in that movie. There is this, did I say movie? In that match, there is this movie, Twist of Fate. I don't know if you've watched it, guys, but I think I watched it one time, but maybe really good. I'm not a fan of all those seasonal movies or those. Buha, wait for me! I don't really do all those things. But then I know there's a movie titled Twist of Fate, and this match is just really giving us a twist of fate experience. Please let me drink water. Yes, let's get right into what we're saying. Twist of fate. Because how do we explain the fact that Egypt were leading with 2 goals or 3 goals, that one was cancelled away from, like one was cancelled from the goals and making it 2 goals? How do we explain that they were leading with 2 goals and just 10 or 15 minutes before the game ends, things just turn? That is why they say, now who give up, now you lose. Oh. Now who give up, now you lose. Can you hear me? Say it after myself. Say it to yourself. Now who give up, now you lose. My brother, my sister. Now who give up, now you lose. If you give up, you lose. If you give up, you lose. Even if it's 15 minutes to the end of it all, something can still be done. A change can still happen. You have to think of what is working and what is not working, and how to capitalize on your strength, and see how to maximize the weaknesses of your opponent. Sometimes your opponents can be you. That's your fear, that your failure, that your fear of, that your doubt. You can maximize those weaknesses. So you say, oh, I'm scared. If I'm scared, let me look at that as my opponent. When your opponent is scared, what do? You pick up courage and do it, because you know that they are scared, so they won't make a move. So do that same thing with yourself. Oh, I'm scared. That is the main reason why I would walk with courage. And courage is not the absence of fear. But let's go back to this twist of fate something. See, your life can twist. It can turn. It can turn for either the good or for the bad. But now we are talking about the good, because that's what's going to happen to us. Do you get? Your life can turn for the good in a split of seconds. Before you say, it can turn. So it is when you give up before. Imagine they had relented their effort. They had said, okay, it's over. They've given us 2 already. Then the Argentina people, they just stopped playing properly. They would have lost that game, and that would have been all. Do you get me? But they still kept on. They were resilient. They still wanted. They were the better team. Looking at that goal, I don't know too much about football, but I know they were the better team, because even at some point, Egypt's passes became so inaccurate. They could not pass properly. And that's that point we have to learn and take home. When you think that your opponent, or when you think that things are no longer working in favor, do not let the anxiety choke you. When it chokes you, you start working based on haste. You will not be able to calculate and know what you are supposed to do. You start working based on your emotions. And emotions are not, they are just emotions, right? And it's not easy. It's easier to be said than done. But I'm encouraging myself too, because I can find myself in such situations any day, and you too. So when you feel like, oh, maybe you are losing, or that thing that you've been building, you spent years building, is almost crumbling, that is not enough reason for you to start making decisions that are just based off on your fears. You still need to apply wisdom. You still need to be patient. You still need to be calm. That is a kind of skill that everybody must equip themselves with. If you do not know how to be calm under pressure, you have to start learning it now, because I feel like the higher you grow, the more things you have to deal with. And I mean, so just equip yourself now with that skill. So I just learned a lot from that football match, and I felt like sharing, so that we take it home. The first thing is that try, even if you feel like you failed before. Try, keep at it, go again. You might lose, but still go again. You might eventually win, who cares? Go again. The second thing is that even when it feels like you are failing, do not stop, keep at it. If Argentina could turn the fate of that match, you can do it too. You are a god too, remember? You are the greatest of all times, remember? So try again. When it seems like you are losing, don't give up. And third, when it feels like you are failing, don't start making avoidable mistakes. Don't start doing things in haste and rush. I really pray that God helps us to do these things. I really pray that when reality comes knocking on our door, we don't flop. But if we flop, let's pick up from there. So that's what I have for you. Oh God, that's what I have for all of us today. Thank you so much for watching till this very time. Hit that subscribe button. Hit it now. Hit it now. Please hit that subscribe button. See you later in my next video. Bye.